Hi, welcome back to the hidden language of cosplay. My name is bellarmycosplay,
And I'm Cosplay.
and we haven't done this in a while.
It's been a while.
I feel so out of sync.
A little
like
bit.
I'm like,
a little
oh,
bit.
this has been so long since I did this.
Season 1 ended like.
I love that we call it
May.
season
We
one.
call it season 1. Well,
yeah, like
it's
season
it was
one.
Like 12 episodes.
12 episodes. We're a HBO special.
Hire us, please.
yeah. Like, come on, sponsor us.
But like the last one was in May,
Yeah.
and then so this episode is pretty much just going to be like a nice special where we're going to catch up.
Because it's been a long time since I've seen
you. It's been a while.
you. Yeah. Wow.
It's been a very long time.
What a long time. It's been a long, long time. So to all those watching, thank you for sticking with us while we were on break for a little bit. Like, that's extensive.
May.
Yeah, soz about that. That's my fault. I moved to Melbourne. But
Thanks.
sorry. Well, you're leaving soon anyway, so
Yeah, I know. So I leave for Sydney next Wednesday.
How in I feel like this is literally like replaying like my exit was like, oh, I leave tomorrow. No, because it was literally like the next day that I left. Wow. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Wow.
Like it's like it was like a lead up. I'm like I have a month to like get ready, and then I'm like I've got 3 weeks. Now I'm like it's next week.
It is next week.
It's next week.
Dun, dun, dun.
What's happening?
Wow.
We were gonna do like a live as well.
Oh yeah, we were. We're just organizing the technologies because we want to get to you guys on every level we can.
Yeah.
Okay, I reckon like we've got a lot of questions as well, so we'll come to that. But I have a question for you.
Yep.
How is your cosplay journey going since the last time we saw you? What have you been up to?
So I have been. I went to Sydney Supernova, which was fun. Like it's probably one of the best conventions I've been to.
Oh, that big words, big words. Like that's a big.
I had so much fun. Like it was freezing down there.
Yeah.
Like the Friday.
They hold theirs like literally nearly in winter.
Yeah, it's like right in the middle of winter. And
How
so of the Friday night, I did my Black Canary like 3.0 because I've done multiple versions of Black Canary.
That was a good Black Canary though.
Yeah.
I saw photos.
I like forgot my gloves. I found one glove. I was in a rush and I found one glove.
I mean,
and I couldn't find the other one. And I'm just like, well, it looks like Black Canary is not going to have any gloves this time around.
That's
but
for 4.0.
I had fun. It was cool. We had some good photos. My housemate Lily, she's come into cosplay now, so I introduced her into cosplay, and so she's gone into it. So she did Poison Ivy.
Well, that's exciting.
And it was fun going with her and having her
Yeah.
her first really bigger convention.
Yeah.
And we froze our butts off because obviously Black Canary was wearing a leotard, and it's the middle of winter, and I'm a genius. Yeah, and so we did. On the Saturday, I did Catwoman from Batman Returns, which
that looked good.
I really enjoyed wearing it. Like the cowl was just gorgeous.
How'd you go wearing that? I'm always worried about masks.
It was like it was my first mask I ever wore,
Yeah.
so I had to put talcum powder inside it to be able to like slip it over my head.
Yeah,
But it's like
true.
it's a 2-man job, so I'd have Lily behind me pulling at the back
God.
because the hole was literally that big. It was that big, so I had to pull at the front while she pulled it at the back.
I want to make so many jokes right now.
Please
but I
don't.
can't. Yeah, we're live.
We're live. And so, yeah, we did that.
The photos of you two look great.
Yeah, so I ended up teaming up with Cosplay Chris with his bat flick, and the photos turned out really cool. Like I think my all-time favorite photo of all the photos I've ever gotten of my cosplay is definitely the Steam Kittens photo of
that
mine
is
and
true.
Chris's.
It was very good.
Catwoman.
It's a good photo. You and Chris look like
Legit.
like the characters.
We had people going, can we like petition for you guys to be the next Batman and Catwoman?
Do it.
And I'm like, sure.
All
okay.
right, you've convinced me.
But like when leading up to it, like I still had stick shooting of the white detailing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was Friday night, and me and Lily had driven down to Sydney Supernova, and we were exhausted. Lily had gone to bed, and I'm still up doing the last little section, and I fell asleep while stitching this. So I woke up after like it was like I think I switched off like 20 seconds, but I was still sewing while sleeping, and I'm like, it got to that point where I'm like, okay, I need to sleep. Like,
this bitch is crazy. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. It was weird. Like, I did not expect that was going to happen.
So Supernova was good.
Yeah.
That's good. What have you been up to since Supernova?
Since then.
Besides packing, obviously.
Packing, yeah. No, packing's fine.
Or future
Future stuff.
you. What are you like future cosplay wise? Because obviously you leave before Oz Comic Con.
Yeah.
Are you planning on attending any other events this year?
So the only other event I will be attending is Sydney Oz Comic Con, where I have it's gonna be very chilled, very like I'm almost done. Like I don't really have much of a con crunch happening at the moment.
Well, that's good.
I've got like Poison Ivy. And I've got Dark Ray, which I decided to do 3 weeks out from the convention.
But the photos look great. Like you look like you're getting there with it, which is good.
You're
nearly done.
Nearly done. I just got the style of the week on the lightsaber, which I had fun trying to do. So like I, being a very poor cosplayer, like we all can relate to.
What's that?
What's that?
What's money?
What's money? I had to figure out a way of doing. If everyone's seen the trailer for Star Wars, the new one, she has a lightsaber that flicks out to being a staff, but it's like double.
I don't know how that works.
Lightsaber.
Like
it's
in the lore,
a weird
that's
concept,
okay.
but I had to figure out a way to do that, and I managed to do it with magnets and door hinge.
That's exciting though.
Yeah, but I had to extend the lightsaber because it was too short.
Yeah.
So I had to extend it and super glue, and
I've
used like a whole packet of super glue.
Yeah. It looks good.
Yeah. And then other than that, it's going to be pretty slow for the rest of the time. I haven't decided if I want to come back up for Brisbane Supernova. Yeah. Didn't have plans to.
But it could always be convinced.
Could potentially could happen.
Yeah. I'm exactly the same though at the moment.
Yeah. I've been invited to come to PAX by a friend of mine.
When is that?
That's in October. Like that's like the 13th, 14th.
I think I'm literally back in Melbourne 2 weeks before it is on, and I've been invited to go to that too. And
yeah, so I got invited because obviously it's in Melbourne, so I'm like, I would just be starting working.
Oh my god, come to Melbourne because I may be there, and then we can we'll chat.
We'll chat about this. But like,
Hidden Language of Cosplay reunited at PAX.
Yeah, but I'm like, so I'm like, it's starting where I'm near starting work. I'm like, I don't really want to throw that to work.
True.
So it's up in the air at the moment if I want to come to PAX. Same with Brisbane Supernova, maybe for like a day or something.
So petition for Brie K Cosplay to attend one of those events.
At least one of them.
If you want to see her in your town.
But then the rest of the year is pretty good. I've got, I have a collaboration with, her name's Natasha Rose. We're doing a Halloween cosplay photo shoots. We're doing like, it's not cosplay. We're doing more of like, it's like a banshee shoot.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to doing that. And then I'm doing, have you ever watched Lucifer?
No.
Okay, so
don't assault me
for the people who do know, who have watched Lucifer and know about it, you got the main lead Lucifer, and then you've got the female lead called Chloe Decker.
Yeah.
So I'm cosplaying Chloe Decker, and I'm collaborating with Banshee Bitch, who's doing a female version of Lucifer, and we're doing a photo shoot with that.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay,
all right,
cool.
That'll be cool. That'll be cool.
That's pretty much my future for the rest of this year.
You got a lot on your plate, but enough to kind of keep you busy.
Keep me going, yeah. And then next year it's going to be
pretty
busy next year. Like I have applied for my costume design course. Haven't heard back from them yet, but like applications end of this month. So
so you'll probably hear back later.
Hear back from there. So if I do get into the course, so next year is going to be very busy in that sense.
True.
But cosplay wise,
Full
definitely.
on. Yeah. That's exciting though. Oh, Sydney will do a lot for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm keen. Like I can see like being up in here in Brisbane. Like I love Brisbane. I love the community that's up here.
Yeah.
But like I just want to do a bit more. Like I
felt the same way.
Yeah, I don't want to do I want to continue doing my costumes and studying for that, and I want to continue doing my cosplay.
Yeah, true.
As well, and I feel I can progress a bit more with that down in Sydney.
Yeah.
And I have like crap loads of friends down there as well who are
that's
willing to help me as well.
Yeah.
And the spotlights down there are huge.
Yeah.
Like
they are.
It's insanely huge. When I went down there to look for a house. I went because I was staying with Jacqueline May Cosplay, who I love a lot. And thank you so much for letting me stay with you.
Shout out to you, Jacqueline.
And so we did some cosplay building and stuff like that, and we went to Spotlight because she needed some fabric. And I walked in, and I thought I had been in heaven at my local Spotlight. Not in this place. I was just like, it was insane of how big it was compared to the one that I go to. And they had fabrics that my local one doesn't even have. And I'm like, what is this?
It's amazing what you can find in like Sydney and Melbourne. Even like I went to Officeworks before Bundy, and their Officeworks I can 3D print. I can.
Oh really?
Yeah, they have 7 3D printers in the Officeworks. They have like T-shirts that you can print within a day.
Yeah. See, Brisbane's just behind with all that
Brisbane
stuff.
lacks in supplies of what you need.
Yeah.
For when you want to do other things besides just making casual cosplays and stuff like that, I find. So
how's your cosplay journey been since we last saw you in May?
I've been pretty busy, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
My cosplay journey is pretty hectic. Obviously, I'm here in Brisbane at the moment, but I just flew up to Bundaberg, where I guested as obviously a guest at Bundy Pop Mania for 2019. So it was really exciting. I tried to since moving, I tried to kind of take a little bit of a step back from doing so many costumes, and I wanted to kind of take some time to focus on just making one and really kind of learning a whole lot more. So I chose Steve from Stranger Things to kind of start that. So it's the first ever costume that I've made completely from a pile of fabric.
You looked fantastic, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It took me forever to do. I literally spent about a month doing it. In amongst that, I started playing with zips and all of that, and making like pencil cases and stuff like that to sell there, and kind of do a whole like thing for it. So that was exciting. Obviously, that was on the weekend. I think it went really well. I enjoyed the event so much, and I can't wait. I don't know if I'm allowed to announce or not, but I'm just going to mention that I am already scheduled to guest again next year. So I'm already planning on what to cosplay and do all of that as well, so I can become bigger and better for that next year. Besides that, obviously, this weekend I have another costume to do this weekend for the Great Gala. So I'll be attending that as a guest, and I'm pretty sure I'm bringing out Grindelwald again. So the hair is getting shaven and bleached and contact lenses in and all of that jazz, and I'm kind of revamping him. So that's exciting. I've got a lot to work on, obviously. And then in 2 weeks' time is Oz Comic Con Brisbane, which I'm pretty sure I'm attending again. So that will be exciting as well. I haven't decided on what to wear for that just yet. So it probably will be like Steve and maybe someone else. I think it's like 6 photo shoots planned within the next 2 weeks. All different concepts, all different costumes. Some of them I've done, some of them I haven't finished. So there's a lot going on in the next 2 weeks. Back working with everyone from the Brisbane scene that I enjoyed working with. Then after that, maybe PAX. I have some sort of plan in place to come back for Brisbane Nova, but who knows? Like, that's still a while away, so who knows what's going to happen there. But I hope to return, and then next year's just kind of in the dark at the moment. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do there yet, so... That's kind of my life. Like, I've just kind of been plodding along, doing a bit of... I've kind of stepped up a little bit by making more stuff. But, like, and styling a wig, and I used spirit gum for the first time the other day. And
what did you think of using the spirit gum?
I liked it. It just is hard to work with, and, like, lace-wise, you need a bit. So it's frustrating, and because my hair is so long at the moment, I found it more sticking to the hair than my actual skull.
Well, how were you doing it? Like...
Oh.
You should have messaged me, because you only need like a little bit, and you have to.
No, I was like,
jump.
No.
So the thing when it comes to spirit gum, when it comes to wigs, is you only need a little bit. So wherever it sits up, only a little bit, and you have to leave it tacky first.
Oh yeah,
let it dry,
that.
go tacky, and then put it down. If you keep adding crap loads.
Well, it wasn't like a lot, but like
you
it
were
was.
Making it sound like
I know, but like I'd just be like, dub, wait a little bit. Apply it, and then it'd stick, and then it was hard to do around here because the wig, I accidentally cut the lace a little too short, so it was struggling to stick on there. So that was really it.
An experience and a half.
Yeah, but it means that like I've got that experience now, I can keep moving forward. So it's always a learning curve for cosplay.
Yeah, you're always learning something.
Our lives have gotten so intense. Oh, look at us.
Yeah.
But we do have some questions.
Yes.
We actually got quite a few questions. So we'll try
and...
Yeah, so our first one. I think I might leave that one because we'll come to that at the end.
That one,
that one we'll come to it at the end. So from Shiraz Pro, with cosplay becoming more mainstream, is it difficult to stand out and be enjoyed by others? I would say to a certain extent, yes.
Yeah, to a certain extent.
It depends on what you're in it for.
Yeah, well, if you're in it for as a hobby and just a way to meet friends and be a geek, like
which is all it should really be.
It should. That's 100% correct. Like that should all be you be doing, like being a hobby, being a geek. Like we're all geeks.
Yeah,
deep down.
And like I still pride myself on the fact that I don't do characters I don't like. Yeah. Like I don't. I pick characters that I enjoy doing. Yeah. Like I think if you start picking for other people, then it just kind of ruins it.
Yeah.
For me.
See, I'm very much the same. Like if I get suggested a character that I have no idea what it is, I'll look it up. Yeah. But then if it doesn't pique my interest, I'm just like, nah. Or I like to see if it's a character that I've seen like in a movie or a TV show or something like that. But I've liked the way that their costume works, and if it's a challenge, I'll probably go and do that challenge a bit just to get my skill level of sewing and stuff like that up to that.
Yeah, exactly.
That level.
Like it's all to grow. Yeah. Pretty much. And I think the more effort and more time and the more you grow with it, the more you get recognized anyway. So like it's kind of like a progression with you.
Yeah, and I like that. I like the fact that there are people who are getting more involved in cosplay.
Yeah, of course.
Because a lot of people are like, "Oh no, it's a geeky thing, it's a nerdy thing." Like, nah, I don't want to come off looking like a nerd. But it's like, it's not like a lot more people are coming into it. It's like just dressing up as your favorite character.
Exactly.
And just having fun. Like I've had people who have messaged me going, "Oh, I love what you're doing. Never thought I could ever do something like that." I'm like, just do it. Like
even if it's just going to a store, buying one that's already made, getting into it, attend a convention. It's all just about literally having fun. Mm-hmm. If you're not having fun, you're not doing it right.
Yeah, exactly.
So, should we go off one of yours?
All right, so we have cosplay inspirations.
I have too many.
We have a lot. I have like a list.
Maybe go like top two. Like two are the two that just come straight to mind. And are we talking fictional or are we talking real life? Maybe one from each.
One from each.
Just go a fictional cosplay inspiration and a non-fictional one.
Okay. So non-fictional would probably be I have so many.
Just pick one.
My first thought is definitely Miss Major Sam, purely because when I first started, I was following her work and I just fell in love with her talent. And so she was the one that kind of inspired me to get into more costume work and stuff like that. So that's my first one that comes to my mind.
So that's non-fiction.
Non-fiction.
Now
fictional. Just trying to think.
See, I can come up with a fictional one really quickly. Non-fiction is hard for me.
Fictional for me, I think. So I instantly just think of fucking Snow White. Purely
there you
because,
go.
Yeah, Snow White. Purely because her costume is very simple. And then
it's also not though at the same time.
Not though, but you can elaborate on it a bit more.
Okay, they're good ones.
Yeah.
For me, okay, non-fictional. I'm gonna shout out one of my friends who has actually been on the show. Is probably Twerk and Gherkin, who's one of my favorite people, and I actually met her before I even knew her. So she came to my small country town, and like we kind of just clicked straight away. And she's really talented. Sews all of her stuff. Has amazing abilities to style wigs and do like makeup and everything. So I would say Twerk and Gherkin is probably one of my non-fictional cosplay inspirations.
Yeah.
For fictional, it's gonna sound really corny, but Princess Amidala from Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Like when she's got the big wig thing and the big red like light up dress.
That's actually on my list.
It's on mine as well. But I love that like she's got the big wig and her costume looks really elaborate. And I also just really love Natalie Portman.
Yeah,
so,
I think she did such a good job.
So I just she's just someone that I would love to cosplay one day and make and do the makeup and kind of look. Because I think like she also reads very gender neutrally kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you can't really tell if she's a
off.
man or if she's a woman under all the makeup and under all the costume.
Yeah.
And I like that. So I just kind of feel like that's something that I would like to represent in my cosplay. So I'd say that. Yeah. Cool. All right, another one. What's your favorite cosplay experience and why? From Takala XOXO. I have too many.
I have a lot. Probably my top favorite is probably going to be like shooting with Cosplay Chris. Like that was like
that's pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. Like he's been like influencer, yeah, that I've followed for a while, and so getting the chance to actually shoot with him,
and this is true,
and I'm just like, cool, I'm like, this is cool, like this, like I never thought a year ago that this was gonna happen, so that's probably up there.
That would be cool.
But other than that, like probably Sydney Supernova was definitely a best cosplay experience. I just had so much fun, and yeah.
Okay, mine would probably be, I have a few, but guesting at a convention like Bundaberg is probably up there because I really love meeting everyone that kind of follows me or has an influence or enjoys what I do.
Yeah.
And being able to be just kind of like there and present with people that do interact with me online, it was very cool to see. And there's like so many people that do come up and talk to me, which I just love. Like, I just love that. Like,
yeah,
I think that's just kind of cool, and it really touches and reminds me that I'm just a person and that these people have associated something with me, which is kind of cool. I like that. But yeah. All right.
The next one is what are you most excited about Oz Comic Con?
Meeting all my friends again. Because I think that's one of the best things is geeking out with geeks.
Yeah. Like since I'm not going to Brisbane Oz Comic Con, which I am devastated that I'm not going because I have a friend from New Zealand who's coming over.
Oh my god, I'm so excited to meet her again. Sorry.
And like I'm devastated that I can't go, but it kind of came on the same weekend that I was going to be moving.
Yeah, of course.
So
but you're excited for Sydney, the Oz Comic Con.
Yeah, for Sydney Oz Comic Con, I'm prepared for all of that, and I'm looking forward to just meeting up with everyone and just catching up. Unfortunately, I can't meet Hayley Atwell, who plays Peggy Carter, is coming to Oz Comic Con, and I can't meet her because I will not have the money to meet her. So I'll see her from a distance. But at least I can say I was in the same,
I'm still in that same boat too. I'm like, I've just paid all this money to come up, and I've even just decided to extend it, but like, I don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm really I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel that pain because I'm exactly the same.
I'm devastated. I can't.
Okay.
All right.
From Hannah Moore. Do you have any cosplay goals, characters, or things you want to achieve for next year?
Definitely. I have had this. It's like a kind of like a dream cosplay, I guess. I think that's
that is the next question.
Next question.
Maybe we can link the two. Ultimate Dream Cosplay by villains_vengeance.
Okay. So definitely my dream cosplay, I've been wanting to do it for a good couple of years, but I never thought my skill level was up. Was a big...
That's always a struggle.
Yeah.
I still don't think that.
A big elaborate Snow White dress.
Yes.
And so it's going to be... I've already written down... I've already made the design that I want to do. Like, there's a lot of embroidery, a lot of beading.
Do it.
It's going to be big and fluffy, and it's just like...
Sorry.
I'm doing it. So that's going to be happening in Sydney Supernova next year, if I get her done in time, because I want to eventually enter her into a comp.
Well, that would be good.
Because I've never been into a comp before, and I'm like, what could I enter into that? I'm like, I want to do the Snow White dress thing that I really...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
She's also your, like, influence for cosplay. So that makes sense. That's really cool, like, homage to your favorite character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I have, like, a lot for next year. Like, I've already started, like, thinking. So for cosplay goals, obviously I want to guest again at Bundaberg. But I realized that I'm not known, but kind of known for doing male and female characters. But every time I've guested, I've been a male character. Which is nothing wrong with that. They're just the characters I like at the time. But I've decided that to really show my skills, I want to attend an event as a guest next year dressed as a female character.
Yeah.
No, but just to prove that I can do it, I guess. Like, yeah. So that's kind of my major goal. As for like ultimate cosplay dream, there is one character cosplay that I've wanted to do since I even decided to kind of start doing cosplay, and that is Ravenna from Snow White and the Huntsman.
Yeah.
But the Huntsman version, where she's in the bright gold, like beautiful thing with the crown, and well, I'd already started work on her about probably 2 years ago. I started working on her, like foam work with the crown and stuff like that. And I just stopped because I realized my skill level wasn't at the stage I wanted it at.
Yeah.
Now that I can actually sew kind of a little bit, I want to start doing that more. So I think I'm hoping to actually start her. But again, just a confidence thing.
Yeah. Fair.
So hopefully her sometime down.
I didn't apply for the cosplay goal next year. I think next year I definitely want to do more photo shoots.
Yep.
Like I haven't done enough this year. I wanted to do more this year, but I've
It's always a good goal too because it's just fun.
Yeah, well, I just want to do a bit more next year, and I like making content. Like it's fun doing it. So definitely more photo shoots next year. Wouldn't mind setting up a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, that's on my list of things to do as well.
Yeah, like besides of like the hidden language of cosplay.
Yeah, even though the HLC is great and I love it, but like I want to do like solo content as well. Would be really cool.
Yeah,
and then we can collab.
Hell yeah! So I wouldn't mind trying to start something up like that. Like,
which reminds me, I got to start our costume for Gold Nova.
Yeah, well, that's one of the plans. Like, house plans for first half of 2020.
Oh.
So we can go.
We're actually all right. Save that. Yes, your turn.
Hey man,
okay, that question we'll leave till the end.
To the end. I will do this. Cosplays for first half of 2020 and bonus thoughts on Spider-Man leaving the MCU.
Oof. Who's that by?
It's by Chris the Time Lord. Hi, Chris.
I don't want to unpack my thoughts about Spider-Man leaving the MCU because we'll be here forever.
Forever, yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm sad to see him leave, but I'm also excited.
I'm excited to see what they're going to do.
Yeah, like how they spin it. So
yeah.
I'm okay. I trust them. Like Marvel will know what they're doing, and I also just think it's a money grab. So
apparently they're still in negotiations.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna play it by ear and hope for the best.
Sony and Marvel, like Sony and Disney, are still like two of the major companies when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah, they'll figure something out.
They'll sort something out.
It all comes to financials.
Yeah, I hope they still keep Tom Holland as Spider-Man because
he's a great Spider-Man.
He's a great Spider-Man.
And you probably don't need him in the Avengers anymore anyway.
No.
Like his storyline's kind of done with them. But yeah, anyway, that's my thoughts. I'm just excited for the future of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
As for plans for the first half of 2020,
so
I don't want to announce what we're doing though.
We don't have to announce, but we can say
we're duoing.
We're duoing for Gold Coast Supernova.
Yes,
next
we
year.
are duoing, which I'm super excited for.
So excited.
I'm excited. The character I like, and it's
a different category for us because
it's so different.
It's so different. Like loud, we don't because normally like I do a lot of superheroes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
this is
whether I do more like
different.
Yeah, this is like out of our box.
Well, we can probably say it's
an anime. Like
we don't do
anime, and it's also an anime that we have actually both watched.
Yeah,
which is even more shocking because I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't really watch anime.
Yeah, we don't watch it. But there's a few anime stuff that I do watch, but it's something that I've grown up with. Like
this is some. Giving away too many hints, but I'm really excited because it also is making me work with things that I haven't worked with. So I'm pretty excited.
It's gonna be like a combination of sewing and like
foam work. Yeah,
I gotta figure out how I'm gonna.
Me too.
We're gonna figure out how I'm gonna transport it up.
Oh my god! I just realized. Yeah, because this is like a big build. Type thing. I'm gonna need like a whole suitcase just for it.
Just for it, probably.
I'm excited.
We're very excited.
Yeah, we're very excited. But that's the only plan I have for 2020 so far.
2020. I have a couple.
I don't plan that far ahead. We've had this discussion.
See, I've planned all of next year probably. I've written it down, but it's probably going to change. So I think for Gold Coast, I've also got our secret thing that we're doing, and I think I'm also bringing Catwoman. Yeah. Because I haven't done it for a Queensland convention yet, so I'm like, I'll bring Catwoman.
Well, that's me with like Oz Comic Con Brisbane. I was like, I might just wear Steve because I haven't worn him to a big con. Yeah. And I'm really kind of proud of him. So
I also have plans for Peggy Carter.
Yes.
Yeah, which I'm really looking forward to because I have been told that I should do it.
Yes, you
for a
should.
while. And my mum said it. She's like, you should do it. And I'm like, okay.
Just do it.
But I've been wanting to do it.
God.
I have plans for classic Wonder Woman. Because I've done Wonder Woman before, but I wanted to redo it again. And I'm doing, I guess, like a crossover between Assassin's Creed and Wonder Woman. Yeah.
I like it.
So that's what I've got planned up my sleeve.
You got
at
big
the moment.
cosplay plans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I also
Tuesday.
have Nightmare Catwoman
That'll be good.
as well. So I think that's gonna be pretty easy. I've already got the Cal already, and everything else is just like clothes that I just have to
That'll be good
make
though.
and stuff like that.
I don't really plan.
We all know this.
Yeah, I know. But like, I just kind of leave it and just be like, because I don't know what I'm going to be into by 2020.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just kind of sit there and be like, la 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 la, what I like at the time. So like I've had cosplay plans for certain characters for ages.
Yeah.
Like I want to do a Captain America. I want to do like certain characters, but I don't solidify those until I actually have the resources or even just the motivation to do it.
See, the reason I kind of like went ahead with for next year purely because I'm like, I'm in a new city.
Yeah.
I'm going to be
You have to kind of plan.
busy.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do. So like, I already brought some of the wigs already, so that I don't have to like freak out going, oh, I'm not gonna have time.
Yeah,
to
this is true.
Here in time. So that's
how exciting.
plan for the first half of 2020.
Okay. Next question by Aussie Web Slinger _ cosplays. Who is your dream guest for Supernova Awards Comic Con?
Chris Evans.
That was easy.
That was easy for me. That's all who I want to meet.
There's too many for me. I don't know. Like, I'd have to think about it logically. Like, I sit there and I'm like, logically speaking, we'll never get a Chris Evans or something like that. But then in the back of my mind, I'm like, we have John Travolta. So I'm like, realistically, we could do whatever we want. So I'm going to say Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
From Mad Max, and she is Ravenna, and Atomic Blonde is one of my favorite films, and I adore her, and I've actually cosplayed Atomic Blonde.
Honestly,
so
if she ever came to,
I would turn lesbian. Sorry,
if she came,
that's not how it works. I know, but
as a guest, I honestly would do her character from Mad Max, and I would do the full thing and shave my hair.
Oh my god, can Supernova get Charlize Theron so that I can organize a Charlize Theron group and we're all just different versions of Charlize Theron?
Hell
like, yes, I will come as Atomic Blonde. I also know another person that cosplays Atomic Blonde in a different version, so it'll just be a different version.
Yeah, different version.
Please, Charlize Theron. I would love Charlize Theron to come.
Yeah.
Okay, next up.
That's all I had on
That's all you had.
On mine.
Okay, we have 20 minutes left. I have 3 questions left.
Mm-hmm.
However, these questions are ones we wanted to leave maybe for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, I'm just trying to see if we got any other questions. Hi, Biko Cosplay?
Yeah.
Yes. You need to come back for Brisbane Supernova. Yeah, all right. We'll try. You
try
do
to
too.
come. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we're just reading your chat now. Come to my workshop if you're lacking tools and supplies. Aww. Thanks. And yes, Bundy Pop was awesome. I'm hoping it was awesome. Wow. I feel personally attacked. That's just brutal. Brutal. But yes, it was a lot of spirit gum. Whoopsies. Oh well.
Oh well.
We're all learning.
We're all learning. We're all like.
We're all learning.
Getting there with
I should check your live. Oh, that is not your live.
It's not my live.
This is your live, and see if you've got any comments there. And it won't show me anything. All right. And I'm the only one watching your live.
Oh well.
Awkward.
This is up there.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm so excited to see you enjoy life in Sydney. I nearly said Melbourne, but I'm like in Sydney. That's so exciting.
I'm excited for Sydney. Like I think it's definitely going to open up a lot more in the cosplay general area.
Because Sydney is kind of like it's on the map for cosplay.
Yeah, that and Melbourne. Definitely.
Yeah, it's kind of like. It's kind of cool. Like in my head, I was moving to Melbourne, and I'm like central to all of the con stuff. And I have traveled so much more this year.
Yeah.
Since moving to Melbourne, really, because I've gone to Sydney. Obviously, we met at Sydney.
Yeah.
And like.
Yeah, funny things.
That was funny.
We ran into each other at Sydney Airport a couple of weeks ago, actually.
Yep.
So,
not even planned though.
not planned.
Like I will say, not planned.
So I was turning up to look at houses.
You were. I was there for an event.
Yeah, and then I put a status up on Facebook, and I'm just like, I've arrived in
Just
Sydney.
landed.
And then he's messaged me like, what, 2 minutes later? Like,
Literally, I'm like, I'm on the plane. Like I literally just got on, I landed on the plane and just turned my phone on, and there you are in Sydney. It was meant to be, and that was fun though. We actually sat there for a little bit and chatted and caught up, and it was really nice.
I was like running late to meet up.
Yeah, you were. Oh well.
That's okay.
I was late for a train. Well, I wasn't late for anything really, to be honest. I didn't really have plans. So yeah. But that was nice.
It was good. It was Destiny saying that we need
to keep this going. Which I guess we can segue. Like we got 15 minutes. I'm sure we can talk about it. We had a question from Sunnyside Cosplays 193. Are you going to find a way to bring this back? I miss listening in. And then what are you looking forward to for the rest of this year? Leads very much into that as well.
Yeah.
And then my favorite person had commented as well, so we'll come back to that one.
And we've also had from Talon Cosplay, what's our future?
What's the future for HLC? And I guess we've kind of been ignoring the elephant in the room that like you're moving to Sydney I'm in Melbourne, and we've kind of been like dodging, I guess, having to kind of think about the future for the HLC because both of us, like this started as you wanting someone to come and help co-host.
Yeah.
And then I messaged you saying, hey, I'd love this. I love this concept. Can we discuss it?
Discuss it. Yeah. And then, the fact that we hadn't actually met each other when you did that.
This is also true. I had never met you.
No.
Like we'd gone to the same events and everything.
We'd never met. But then we went to we met up at Coffee Club.
Yeah, and then to discuss it.
And we were like, oh, we'll do it for half an hour. And we ended up for 2 hours.
Yeah,
we were there
just chatting.
And that's when we knew that we had that
dynamic
that we could pull this off.
And we did a whole season. We did 12 episodes, and that's something to be extraordinarily proud of.
Yeah.
And now we're back for a special 13th catch up special.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people can't say they do that.
No.
And that's pretty exciting stuff. And I must admit, for me, I'm really proud of what we've done on the HLC.
Absolutely.
I'm really proud of it.
The fact that we got most episodes we get 2 or 3 questions we haven't, and we've had a lot this time round.
Yeah.
And it's great that seeing that there are people who miss it. Our podcast.
Because I miss doing it.
I miss doing it.
Yeah, we both miss doing it.
Life gets in the way.
It really does.
But I like the concept that we have going on. New cosplayers can be how do I get into cosplay? How do I do this?
It's a great environment.
People who have watched our podcast can be go and listen to these guys. Go and watch their episodes. You'll learn so much from them or something like that.
Yeah, and the fact that we have that basis is just so amazing to me. It blows my mind every time someone mentions the HLC.
Yeah.
And I'm in my head, no one watches this. But there are people that watch this, and you guys that are watching this are watching it. Yeah. And I don't know, we haven't really discussed where we want to go with it. We have thoughts.
We've had ideas of where we can go with it. We want to expand a bit more with our YouTube channel.
We kind of want to go off and kind of do our own thing, but also still have this to connect us and do that, because I do enjoy these, because we literally sit here even after the show or before the show, literally just catching up, and that's so enjoyable. But I think in my head going forward, it's one of those things where we have to start kind of resourcing from other areas. And maybe our time on the show has kind of come to a bit of a close, which I really hate saying that. Because obviously we want to bring season 2 to you.
Yeah.
We want to keep going to as many seasons as you guys will keep watching. But for us to do that, we'd have to pretty much live in the same city. Or do this via a Skype chat or something like that. And
doing that, it'd be hard trying.
Kind of ruins the dynamic, I guess.
Of the podcast, I guess.
And as much as that pains me to say, it may be a case of we have to do that. It's not to say that we will never be back on the show.
Yeah.
Because I would come back any chance I got.
Any chance. Yeah. I have plans to come up to visit family and
then we had a concept of even if we just take this on the road and do it in a case of like you attend Sydney Supernova, I can't be there, and we do a HLC in Sydney Supernova.
Yeah.
Or for me in Melbourne at like say OzComic-Con or something like that in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Events that we can't both be at, but one of us can be at.
And we can
is
do
one of those
something.
things. And we want to do that. We do. It's just also figuring all of those things out. So we are still in the planning stages. However, for a season 2 to go forward, we need people to take our places, I guess.
So sad saying that.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like we're like the original High Five, and we're just like, hey, the High 2 are leaving and we need to replace the High 2.
Yeah.
But there was a question asked by a certain person that I adore, and that's where's Twerk and Gherkin? I love Twerk and Gherkin. You guys know how much I love Twerk and Gherkin. You love Twerk and Gherkin. Twerk and Gherkin, I just love saying the name, was a great host.
Yeah,
we actually called her our step-in for when one of us couldn't attend.
Which is mainly me. Thanks to work.
But yeah, so our thought process going forward is potentially to get Twerk and Gherkin to take over for a season 2.
Yeah.
So that you guys can keep getting your cosplay, doing all of that without us here.
Yeah.
I would still watch every episode.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I'd become a viewer. I need to.
And like we'd come up anytime that if we were up here in Brisbane, we'd love to
join
and come on and stuff like that. It's like the original 2 of the HLC.
Yeah, like the original co-host join the new co-host.
Yeah.
And it'd be like every anime you ever watch where like Digimon, different. For example, the original cast is left and then season 2 comes on and it's completely different. We're now in an anthology series. But going forward,
we like to progress a little bit more. Like
we would love to keep doing this.
And
we enjoy it so much. But we are considering merch. We're not at that level yet. We've only done season 1. God.
But definitely we have our ideas and our plans that we want to do. There is a lot we want to do. Progress more with the HLC.
100%. And then we also thought spinning off. So HLC could be the brand.
The brand.
And then we spin off with like HLC visits, such and such, kind of like just extending the community and extending what you guys see because you guys only see what we show you. And it'd be nice to get a worldly view of that.
Yeah, and we want to be able to connect everyone.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point of this.
Yeah, from a newbie cosplayer to someone who's been doing it for 10 years or something like that. We want to be able to connect all of you guys to be able to bounce ideas off each other and learn
from each other as well.
Like we're in a way, yes, we're in a community, but we're also a huge family that we also have to look after each other and support each other.
I like that.
Yeah. So it's definitely
and I think that's one of the things we really established in like episode 1 and episode 2, where we sat there and we were like, we're going to look at you directly and tell you like, this is a safe space where you can literally come, be as nerdy, ask any questions you have, any experiences, anything you don't know, if you're not sure about who you are or what you want to do, or like we've been very open to that. And that's like, I'm literally sitting here and I'm like, oh, like this feels like a final episode. But no, we do want to keep going and we want to keep going, but we need to hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
Like obviously we have viewers, which is good.
We got viewers. Like what do you guys want?
What do you want us to do? Would you be open to having someone else come in and take our spot for a while, warm the seat and do their own thing and kind of... I think that would kind of be exciting at the same time for me. Yeah. Like, I'd watch that.
Absolutely, I would watch it.
Yeah. So let us know. Respond to our messages. Send us a message on Facebook.
Whatever you want.
Let us know. Because, I want it to keep going. Yeah. Sorry, my mother just texted me and she just bought a John Travolta ticket.
Of course you did.
I'm like, okay, Mom.
All right, then.
But yeah, so let us know because we want to keep going.
Yes.
Would you like to keep seeing us spin off to other locations? And would you like to see someone Brisbane-based take this and run with it? If so, who? We kind of already have thoughts, on who
we want.
because we've been interviewing them for the last however many episodes, 12 episodes for season 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
And
let us know.
yeah, I think it's so sad.
I know. I'm literally like sitting here and
oh.
going like, "Oh, baby."
Yeah, like last year when like our producer came to me and was like, "I want to sort like a podcast out. Did you want to sort out a cosplay podcast?"
Yeah.
And my instant thought going, "Yes, this would be
cool.
amazing.
I don't have a lot of people that have done it.
No, not a lot of people do it.
No.
And so I'm like, this is something different. Like we can connect to new cosplayers and connect to everyone. And I'm just like, I never would have thought that it would have gone to this part, like our little family we've come together. And it's like, it's sad, but also it's exciting to see where HLC is going to go in the future.
Because the HLC is more than just us, though.
Yeah, the HLC is just more than us.
Yeah, it's everyone. The HLC is the hidden language of cosplay. The language is not Bellamy cosplay and Brie K cosplay. It's every cosplayer out there experiencing a different style, a different linguistics of cosplay. And that's what we're here for.
Yeah, everyone has their stories. Everyone's all unique. And I think people would need to tell their story to everyone else because everyone doesn't know each other's stories. And that's what I find. Like
I am so sad right now.
I know. Like I know when we have like one of my questions was like cosplay inspirations. Like we've said a couple of our ones, but like every cosplayer that I have interacted with have been an inspiration.
Like we said, there's so many, and I find that new people I meet, they inspire me because they've got a different style. They've got a different interpretation of what cosplay is and who they are.
Yeah.
So.
And how they've changed as a person.
Yeah.
Being a cosplayer. Because I know I've changed. I never thought I'd be doing something like this.
No. Well, when you posted about wanting a co-host for the show, I was kind of just doing my own thing. Like I kept saying to you, I'm like, I'm not really in the cosplay community. I don't see myself as part of the community. I just see myself as like I gave myself a cosplay name just to kind of stop seedy people finding me on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's all I did it for. Not to become Bellamy Cosplay that actually has a co-host on a podcast that is actually okay at this and able to guest at conventions and stuff. So to see where I came from before coming on this show and now where we're sitting here handing off the reins potentially to someone else. That's a big thing.
It is.
Like, that's a journey in itself. Like, I never thought we'd get 12 episodes in.
No, I never thought that. I thought I'd be like, we'll do like the first like
4
and then be like, nah.
Or like one of us wouldn't show and then we'd get unmotivated to do it. But we were here every week.
Yeah.
Well, you were there in spirit.
I was there in spirit.
But we had discussed like what we were going to talk about and who we wanted to kind of come in and take your spot or like that was really cool. Like our motivation stayed the same throughout the entire 12 weeks.
Absolutely. I think also when we did our pilot, which we'll never show because it was just like a bit of a way of us figuring out
finding our feet.
And I think when we did our pilot,
we could show our pilot. I wouldn't be embarrassed by it.
Be embarrassed. You could be hearing us
literally discussing what we were going to do on the show later on.
Yeah, but when we set, obviously we had a different office at the time.
Yeah, we did.
Because we had changed locations to suit us
better.
Us. But being there, shooting it, and we were talking, and back in my mind, I'm like, this is going to be an epic project. I can
so
see
many
this
ideas
far.
though.
Yeah, we had so many ideas.
We were ready, balls a-blazing. We were ready to go.
Like leading up to it, I was just like, oh yeah, like I said, it's probably we're going to get up to like 4 episodes and then this is going to fizzle out. But from day one, from shooting that pilot, I'm like, I can see myself doing more of this. I can see us doing this, and we're going to have people, even if people didn't really watch it that much, I would continue doing it.
Well, like what? We took a break for like 3 months, 4 months.
3 months.
And I came in today and I was like, oh my God, I'm home.
Nostalgia,
This is like, I miss this.
Yeah.
Like, we miss doing it. Oh, we need to find a way to keep doing it just in a different way.
Yeah.
And that's where we need kind of your help.
to tell us
To
what
help
you
us.
guys want.
Yeah, because we do it for you pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun for me to get up here and talk about my experiences and stuff. But I'd love to see someone else give it a go.
Give it a go and
then me spin off, because
Branch
that's
out.
always been my idea.
your idea.
And like, oh, Bellamy's Adventure in Cosplay
That'd be cool.
goes such and such.
Yeah,
You know?
that'd
Like,
be
we're a
cool.
reality TV show now.
Yeah. But
Or Briquet Cosplay, it goes this way. And like,
yeah.
a day in the life of Briquet Cosplay in Sydney.
Whew.
Hidden language of Briquet Cosplay.
Yeah. So definitely
So-
like to see someone who's probably like a little shy and stuff like that, and being able to see them grow and blossoming into someone that like
Because I
we
would now
have.
consider myself part of the cosplay community.
Yeah.
But I didn't when I started.
It's that.
Not at all. 5 months, 6 months later, I'm like, here's the cosplay
Yeah.
community.
So I feel with for me is leading up to it, I wasn't much of like a social person. Like I like went to the conventions, but I kind of didn't talk
I
to
would
that
say
many
that too,
people.
yeah.
But like branching out to doing this podcast, and then I've just become more social
Yeah.
and interacting with people, and I found my courage, I guess.
Like your voice.
My voice,
In
yeah,
the
and my
cosplay
voice and my
community,
confidence to be able to be like, "Hi, I'm Brie K," or whatever, and like and then we can chat and
Wow.
stuff like that. So
How nostalgic are we getting right now?
I know.
Because I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, I still remember like it was yesterday when Oswin of Oz came up to us and
Yeah.
had mentioned
was
that she'd
Gold
watched us on the
Coast
show
in
for Gold
April.
Nova. And that was such a grounding experience
Yeah.
that this actually makes such a difference. And I just don't know, like, it's sad,
sad,
but at the same time, I'm excited to see what someone else can do with this platform.
yeah, absolutely.
Wow. I don't want to be that person that's like, I guess that's like Bellamy Cosplay signing off for the potentially last time.
Ooh, it's sad
Wow.
thinking about it.
Yeah. Let's not think about it at this very current time.
It's been great, and thank you so much for everyone who's tuned into our special. Like
Yes,
it was very like
thank you.
we were like leading up to it, and then we kind of like left it for a bit, and then we're like, oh, we're about to do that on Monday, but
Yeah.
then now it's Tuesday because the schedules couldn't work it out.
Well, yeah, it is very hard because obviously I'm up here
up here,
pretty
yeah.
specifically. So it's like it's hard to times it all, and
But
you're
we've got
packing
here,
and we're doing all of that. We just wanted to really kind of catch up.
catch up, absolutely.
Yeah. Which I think we've succeeded at doing.
We have.
Go Ross.
Yay!
Ah.
But I
Well, yeah,
guess
that's
this is
the end of
the end of
the
our
Hidden
special.
Language of Cosplay special.
So,
We don't want to end it.
We don't
'cause
wanna end
it. Yeah.
but I guess
I guess, yeah.
I guess we're gonna have to do it. So this is Brie K Cosplay potentially final sign off.
Nah, it won't be the final sign off.
Nah.
But we'll do it anyway. 'Cause
We'll do it
I just think
anyway.
It sounds okay. And this is Bellamy Cosplay signing off for potentially the last time. See you around, guys.
See you next time. Bye.